John Roberts and Amy Coney Barrett sided with the three liberals on the court to reverse that. And it is a recipe for fraud. And, it sets up differing standards. I was on the initial legal team that led to Ken Paxton suing Pennsylvania in 2020 because of differing standards. Pennsylvania was cheating their you-know-whats off. They were depriving Texas voters of their right. And this is a similar thing. You're going to have some states that can count for 5, 10, 15, 20 days over and over again, and others that can't. That is a constitutional problem. The time, place, and manner clause, which allows states to set time, place, and manner, was set in the Constitution before the Bill of Rights, and only when members of the U.S. Congress were being voted for directly. So we want states to be able to set their own rules under Article 1, but at the same time, this is a violation, and it's going to create bigger and bigger problems. The court should have at least, for presidential elections, ended it on that Tuesday in November and not let states arbitrarily expand, because California will be next. These big blue states will count forever. And whenever that happens, we see the results always shift to the Democrats because of massive fraud.
Yeah. So is there any recourse? I mean, the Supreme Court has ruled. Here we are. What do you think? Where do you go from here? Is there any other case that could come that it could be revisited? Oftentimes that happens, but I don't see it in the pipeline.
Well, the majority opinion says, well, this is a very narrow decision. They were using the Uwakava statute, the overseas voting statute, as their model, and Justice Barrett relied on the time, place, and manner clause. But I think it's going to probably come down to eventually some similar interstate litigation, like Ken Paxton tried to file directly in the Supreme Court in 2020 against Pennsylvania, because Pennsylvania was extending voting deadlines left and right and depriving Texas voters of their right to choose a president. They were disenfranchising Texas voters. In that case, you may remember that only Justices Thomas and Alito were willing to take that case. The three Trump appointees joined Roberts and say, we're not going to touch this with a hot potato. But I think there's going to need to be some similar litigation, because you have states with differing deadlines in federal elections. That means California, if they pass a 30-day deadline, has differing standards than North Carolina or Michigan, if we turn Michigan red again or whatever, and it just isn't right. So I think there's going to have to be some interstate litigation to try to clean this up. It's a shame the Supreme Court did not take care of it today, but Roberts and Coney Barrett once again broke the wrong way and broke with the liberals.